Cut them out. Yeah, I'm pretty old. Okay, this video is gonna be pretty quick. Computational photography, AI editing, they're all the rage right now. Streamlining complicated tasks and making them more consumer accessible is a really big deal for phones. And this is where machine learning is really taking over. I'm gonna say stuff like this a lot, but it's a big deal democratizing some of these more complicated photography concepts. I got kind of wordy there. A primary example, Google's Magic Eraser on the Pixel 6. The idea of cutting someone or something out of a photo used to be a complicated Photoshop set of skills. Now you just kind of wipe your finger over a person and poof, they're gone. I'm not breaking any news here that there have been other apps and programs that offer similar functionality. Wipe over a section and delete, and the app will magically replace what you cut out. Magic Eraser is an iterative improvement in that it's built directly into the main Pixel Photos app. And one of the iteration improvements, Google's machine learning software tries to identify objects the user might want to delete. It is interesting to see what the Pixel believes could be an issue in your shot and how it tries to scrub that out and replace it. But if you don't have a Pixel, there are still some options available for cleaning up a photo. This video is not attempting to be comprehensive. So if there's a photo editing app that you like to use, drop a comment down below and let's see if we can get into some fun conversations on these other alternatives. I'm only going to cover 2 solutions as a way to get this conversation started. And I'm gonna stick with one of the most obvious. Immediately, the app brought up by many folks is Snapseed. It's a Google-owned editing app, a terrific free option to edit JPEGs and RAW files, no ads or microtransactions, and a fantastic collection of smart and traditional tools to edit a photo. You tap on an image, open up your tools, and find this healing filter. Now, the healing filter won't try to pre-select objects, so it's not as smart as Magic Eraser. This is also built on a different set of algorithms, so the replacement will obviously look different. Sometimes it's gonna look worse. Often on grass, I think Snapseed is a little better than Magic Eraser, but it's totally case by case how each app scans the scene around your edit to find information to replace. Pretty fancy processing. However, my second pick, there is a slightly older school solution which might work here too, especially when you're trying to remove multiple moving objects from your scene. This is old school digital photo stacking, but you can do this from a phone. My favorite editing app is Photomate R3. It is a paid premium app, but it competes very well against Lightroom, and you don't need to keep paying for it with a subscription. It's a buy it once kind of app. If something or someone or multiple things are moving through your scene, you can take a series of photos and then the app will stack them up and look for differences from photo to photo. Happily, we no longer need to set up on a tripod for this kind of processing. Even shooting handheld, a phone app like Photomate can line up your images, stack them, and merge the differences. It might take a little longer. You have to think about it. You have to consider your frame, and you have to look for those things that might distract from the image you want to create. You have to do more of the brain work, but it's a handy technique to learn. Even better still, you could combine apps. Use a stack of images to get rid of the big stuff, and then use something like Magic Eraser or Snapseed to touch up those elements that didn't quite work in your photo stack. It's about learning and using all the tools available to you to get the best image that you can. So if there's another trick that you like to use to edit your photos, and especially when you're on the go, make sure you drop us a comment down below. Let's share some better information. We can't always let the phones do all the thinking for us. As always, thanks so much for watching, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Supporting channels like these, always greatly appreciated. Big, huge thank you to the folks that do. Check out the links below, maybe shop a little merch. That kind of stuff really helps keep production rolling on this channel. You can check out SomeGadgetGuy.com for a full list of all my affiliates and partnerships, or you might consider, just maybe, joining the list of names scrolling by on your screen from my Patreon, patreon.com/SomeGadgetGuy. These folks are basically the coolest tech pals on the planet, so I hope you'll check them out. Now, you know where you can find me around the rest of the internet, at SomeGadgetGuy on the Twitters and the Twitch, not so much on the Facebooks and the Instagrams, but I'm technically there, and I will catch you all on the next video.